Good morning on this 20th day of May, 2021. Right, this is Pete Robler speaking from KHG Blast, and this is going to be an informal series discussing my thoughts, ideas about all sorts of things, mainly religious, I suppose, concerning the Bible and other things that are in my heart and whatever it is that I think. It's not trying to be a heretic and not trying to be anything, just sharing my heart. And if you like it, go for it. If you don't like it, well, find someone you like, or find somebody that you like, who you like listening to. Anyway, I'm going to be going through a booklet of notes that I've been making, and it's called Eat Cake in Bed. Which side should I put it? That side, doesn't matter. Eat Cake in Bed. I've got all sorts of notes in here. Let me just open it up for you. Okay, can you see there? I've made all sorts of different notes in there over the years. Starting in, when was the first time I made a note in here? September 2015. Okay, it's now nearly September 2021, so it's about 5-6 years I've been just making the odd notes, and it covers all sorts of topics in here. From the Bible being a painting to God communicating to what else is here? God isn't contained in the Bible. All sorts of ideas, inspiration of the scriptures and of ourselves. All sorts of stuff that I'm going to be looking at, just discussing and throwing out ideas there for you to think about, throw it away, keep it, help you to grow. Hopefully it will help you to maximize who you are and what you think and your life in Christ. I am 65 years old now, so I've had a few years down the road. I've been serving the Lord since I was about 12 or 13, with a bit of a break for 4 or 5, 6 years when I was a youngster, from about 18 or 19 through to about 25, 26, around there sometime, and been in full-time ministry since 1985, end of 85, when I finished my Bible school training here in Joburg at the AFM Theological College. And I've been doing Bible translation, I've been doing pastoral, I've been doing mission work. I farmed in between there as well. I was born in Klerksdorp. I was moved to Rhodesia, as it was then, in 1960, stayed there until 2003, then moved back here, and here I am. I'm married for the last 33 years, I think. Long time, since 1988 anyway. And I have 3 children, 2 daughters and a son. My son sadly passed away a short while ago, but my daughters are around still, and wonderful people, wonderful wife Rose, who supports me in all the stuff that I do, and she must be the most wonderful woman in the world, because only the most wonderful woman in the world will actually stick with me for 33 years anyway. So wonderful, wonderful woman, love her very much, and great lass to have at my side. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking about the stuff I've got in here, and I'll be doing short excerpts, I suppose. I'm going to try and keep it short so that I don't bore people too much. Right now I see on my screen here I've been I've been talking for about 4 minutes. The broadcast I'm doing, that I've started, this broadcast, this YouTube channel really, is called KHG Blast, named after my son, who's Christian. His initials were KHG, and I remember one of the things he did, or that he liked most, was gaming on his what you call a computer, and he would game with people all over the world, and his room was next to ours, and normally he would be very reserved. He's a very quiet man, very full of wisdom, wise words, didn't say much, and when he did say something, it was normally something, not trivial. It would have been something wise or a good opinion. And like me, he was a bit on the conservative side, so that was pleasing to me. But he had his own thoughts. But when he got those headphones on and started gaming, he turned into a wild man. And we could hear him from our bedroom, at night after work, after supper, whatever. He'd get into his gaming, and he'd be screaming and laughing and shouting and absolutely living it up, and having an absolute blast. And so that's where I got the idea, KHG Blast, because I want to give it a blast here. Just put out some wild things there, really wild. And I'm not trying to be a heretic. I'm not trying to discount anything or throw the Bible away or this or that. I just want to get out there what's in my heart, what's in my mind, the things that have been going on in my life for 60 odd years now. And it's been an interesting life, and God willing, it's going to continue to be an interesting life until the Lord calls me home one day, which I have no clue when that will be. But anyway, so this channel is a tribute to my son Christian, and I'm going to have a blast and just say things as I think they should be said from my point of view. And it's my opinion. It's not the absolute truth, because none of us have that. It's just things that I think are true for me, or might be true, or might even, according to me, be a load of rubbish. I was going to say tripe, but some people like tripe. So, like I do, I actually like tripe. It's made well, it's nice. So it's not tripe, it's rubbish, it's garbage. Some stuff. When I'll just say, this is nonsense or whatever. And I'm not aiming at anybody. I'm not trying to take anybody down. I'm just trying to put out a point of view which might just get you thinking and get you going and make you think about a few things. And that's my aim for KHG Blast, and I hope you guys will enjoy it and be blessed. Some of the stuff hopefully will be encouraging. Some of the stuff hopefully will get you thinking, at least just get you thinking, and maybe want to throw a brick at me or something. I don't know. Maybe whatever it is, if it provokes something in you or wakes something up in you, I suppose that's a good thing, because that's what I really want to do. Even myself, I'm a pastor at this stage, and I go and I preach every Sunday, most Sundays, and sometimes, it's shameful to say this, but I get quite bored of my own church, because it's just the same old thing every Sunday, and that's kind of, for me, boring. I think my brother, probably one of the most capable people that I know. He can do just about anything he sets his mind to, if not anything. He also gets bored very quickly and wants to change this, wants to change that, or change his something. He gets very bored. And I understand that. He gets, I just get bored. Man, it gets, if I go and listen to something, it's got to be interesting. Goodness me, it's got to make the noggin work. Otherwise, it's got to be something inside the heart as well. Something's got to happen. If it doesn't happen, then why do it? Just move on. Who wants a boring life? So there we go. So we're going to eat some cake in bed, and eating cake in bed can be messy. There's crumbs everywhere. There's icing sugar in your hair, and whatever, you kind of eat your cake in your beer, whatever, it's just, it can be quite messy. It is. So maybe eating cake in bed, it's nice. Oh, yes, it's nice. Love it, having cake in bed, can you imagine? But it can be messy, it can get awkward, and it can get all sorts of stuff. So let's eat cake in bed here on KHG Blast. And I'll start off with, maybe just tell you a few topics I'll be looking at. Guy came to me once, my brother-in-law, and asked me about the 12 apostles. Who was it when Judas did his thing? And he was replaced by a guy called Matthias. And my college principal, actually, back in 1980, whatever it was that I was at college, he suggested that the 12th apostle should have been Paul, the Apostle Paul. And then there's a question of, were there only 12 apostles? Are there more apostles? Do we find apostles today, which sort of covers the topic of dispensationalism and so stuff like that. So I'll be looking at stuff like that. I'll be looking at this topic of grace. I'll be doing a bit of eschatology, what my views are on eschatology, revelation, God communicating with us, and all sorts of other things that I want to just discuss over the next, what am I now, 65, 20 years? I don't know. However long this KHG Blast goes on for. So there we go. Be blessed, stay well, and we'll see you soon. I hope to have a regular thing going, maybe once a week. Put something out there on the YouTube for you guys to have a look at. Cheers and have a good day. Bye.